It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. This should be a good one to watch, and it's all up next.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500. That's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Foxborough. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
The reception belongs to Matt Collins. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He finds Hollins on the ground. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on second down, May has completed to Douglas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That'll be complete to Gibson.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll go play action with May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Second and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Loudby. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Robert Spillane spills him there. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Geno. He's got Myers on the completion. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Vegas.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
to the ground. He'll get it again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Gino. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a toss as they look to run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It is 3rd and 10. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Keno going to throw for it. He'll try to run for it. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
May now on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now, May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. To throw again is May. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On fourth down, Bryce Behringer out to punt for New England. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Slot man in motion left. Gino now on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now they'll run. It's a counter. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So after 1, 7-0. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw now, May. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To throw on 1st down is May. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Here's Gibson. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. No issues there. This one is good. And the Patriots will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run it with a draw play. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. On the return is Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run here with Gibson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll run on 1st down with Stevenson. And And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That one taken in by Douglas.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Off the play fake, it's May. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the option, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That one complete to Hollins. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Throwing now is May. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll look to run with Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Once more from the 2, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 2, it's May. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Throwing on second down, Smith. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Gino. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Gino to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He runs with it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Gino. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. And let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. A gain there of 13 yards. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Now Gibson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On play action, here's May. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From out of the gun, here's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Patriots ready for the punt. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll go play action with May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Pats move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. Now he'll run. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Smith. He keeps it himself.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Up the middle they go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 7-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability. And he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
That is caught. And he's in. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders back within 7. It's 24-17. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here comes Gibson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Patriots offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Open man downfield is Hollins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. To throw again is May. That one to the veteran Hooper. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's May again. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we... 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one caught by Tucker. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Smith now to throw on first down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Play action now. It's Gino. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. On the bootleg, it's Smith. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Back to the ground after the penalty. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal. From the gun, it's Gino. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. First and 10. Here's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Third and short. And here is May. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Big play coming up. This is third down. Here's Gino. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here comes second down. Now, Gino. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Work to do, the crowd helping the defense. Third down and 9. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he will score. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. The Patriots offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll drop to throw. That one's complete to Hollins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Come to the line, needing 6 yards for a 1st down. On the run is Stevenson. Stevenson's got a 1st down and more. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that 1st down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Stevenson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. And here's Stevenson. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they were able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the Patriots. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching EA Sports. Follow us on X at